Look alive, Fringers.
It's 2099 and we are live and loud in the underground. From the streets to the scar. Keep your chip hidden, your gun loaded, and never trade your soul for souls.
Turn it up and let them know.
Big Brother is watching. Time to put on a show.
Hello, Fringers. Happy Halloween. Howdy, gatekeepers and keymasters. Welcome to episode 9 of Neon Trails, an Identico actual play. I'm your game runner, the Caleb G. It's Halloween. We're here to hang out. We all gave out candy. We're all hopped up on sugar. Let's say hello to our spooky cast, who definitely knows how to answer when someone asks if they're a god. First up, listen. Do you smell something? It's Mallo, playing Galen.
In the spot, wearing a bear, I am Revenant. Punch it in your Googler. Check Merriam-Webster. I'm talking to these mutant teens, splintering, making sure the foot won't win again.
Wow.
I feel like we all learned something.
That was educational. The more you know. Next up, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. It's wild. Playing B.
I had something to say, but I want to know what a Googler is now and where to punch it.
We don't have a hacker on the team, so...
Damn.
Let's make sure we tell them about the Twinkie. It's Pete, playing dog.
Hey! Howdy, my little booters. It's your boy Pooter. I'm here and ready to go. Yeehaw. And, there was another thing I was going to say, but hey, have fun. Bye.
Let's split up. We can do more damage that way. It's Lauren, playing Drall.
I had something too, but I immediately lost it. Hello, and good evening. Thank you for joining us. And buckle up! Hi.
And why worry? He's carrying an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back. It's Ethan, playing Mox.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. I'm forgetting the next line, but then the funk of 40,000 years. I can never do what Vincent Price did, so I'm not even going to try.
The thriller.
Relatable.
Let's get into some usual housekeeping before we devolve into further shenanigans. Identico is live every Tuesday right here, twitch.tv/Identico, alternating games of Cast Incorporated and Neon Trails every week at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can always catch up on those episode archives, how to play videos, and other shenanigans on youtube.com/Identico. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a comment, tell us your favorite candy. Make sure to follow us also on the socials. So for announcements and news, look for us at Identico or at Humanoid Games. And while you're online, visit playidentico.com to pick up the basic core rules for free. Buy the book, check out The Good Doctor, and whatever else we have up there in the store. Speaking of stores, if you're in Dayton this weekend, there'll be a real store you can go to at a Catacon.
Yes, there is.
And if you're live with us right now, throw something in the chat. Give us some points for rerolls. We might need them this week. Who knows what's going to happen? Check out our show affiliate Greenleaf Geek for some very cool dice. Mallo, you got anything else to say tonight?
Nah, that's it. Let's go in here and tussle with some monsters.
Let's go. All right. Let's recap last week. The crew dealt with the onslaught of several massive, skull-headed, horned monstrosities. The fight started with a lucky shot from Mox splattering the inside of the Winnebago with gore, and ended with B and Drall leaping out of the Winnebago, landing superhero style to get to Z's truck. They drove into the night and away from danger, probably. After stopping for a rest, during which Galen recorded an intriguing voice memo, Drall checked the photos of the dead courier they found and realized the claw marks matched the ones that now cover the Winnebago. But they drove on, finally reaching their destination, a settlement of 5 shacks in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Galen approached one of the shacks after seeing someone peek out. The individual, who had eerily familiar all-black eyes, told Galen to get back in his truck, saying they were out there. Galen turned back to the crew only to see a group of creatures emerging from the pre-dawn darkness to surround them all. And that is where we're going to pick up. Galen, you have turned back to your friends. There's a whole bunch of monsters real close by.
Galen will look at them. He will turn back to the door and just kind of say, like, who are they? Who are they? What's a they? Why is a they?
Are you talking to the door? Are you pounding on the door? What do you...
He's talking to the door at the moment, yeah.
Okay, so you hear a little bit of a scuffle. And you hear some muffled voices. And one voice rises over the other. No, we have to move. And like you hear a body being moved, and then you hear like a cha-chink, cha-chink, cha-chink as multiple locks and deadbolts are undone. The door opens and there is an older woman standing there. Hurry, come inside, quick, get everybody, come.
Galen's gonna turn back to where the Winnebago is and be like, lock it up.
Oh, we booking it.
We've seen some shit on this travel.
We booking it.
Hell yeah.
We are not risking anything at this point.
Right.
All right, so everybody runs down this little, very small little dusty hill into this kind of low-lying spot where these shacks were. Behind you, you hear not a howling, but like a low rumble, like there is a building pressure almost, and you've got that sense that something is right behind you, but you don't want to look over your shoulder. Like you've got that feeling of a presence or a body way too close to you, right behind you. But you are all able to make it to this shack without incident. Does everybody go inside?
Yeah.
That's probably the wisest option.
We don't
Hawks
split the party.
definitely has his handgun out, though, as he runs in, because not so sure about these people I'm running into a confined space with.
Oh, absolutely. And as everyone piles into this door, you take a quick assessment of the room. You get that impression of like rough furniture, rough living, not really a camp, but not well put together furniture somewhere in the middle. Like you're taking a very quick visual impression of it. You see maybe 3 or 4 people sitting there. You definitely see some weapons. You see some machetes. You see some shotguns. You also see that it's like a one room that you're in, but then that you see a hallway going deeper into this hill that the shack was built into. So it's not like you're running into a one room little house on the prairie. you're running into kind of the foyer of something that goes deeper underground.
So not running into
Jamiroquai.
Little House in the Prairie, running into The Hills Have Eyes.
Right.
Maybe.
Is there a chainsaw
Which one
in
I
this
want
room?
to run into between Little House on the Prairie and The Hills Have Eyes? Because I have a very different vote.
No, you do not see a chainsaw.
Okay.
So you all move in. This older woman that was holding the door open immediately shuts it as the last of you runs in, kind of catching your heels as the door closes. And she starts shunk, 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 relocking, throwing all of these deadbolts. And then there's several big beams that she like shunks into little U brackets on either side of the door to really bar the door. And then she turns and she's not out of breath, but she takes a big sigh. That was way too close. They are riled up today. I'll tell you what. Who are y'all and why are you here?
Well, we have a delivery for you from, and then he turns back to B and Drall.
Here, please.
He turns back to B and Drall and goes, "Who are we delivering from again?"
Zeke.
Zeke. That's right.
Zeke said he knows you all and was open to take care of y'all. He sent a care package out with us. It's unfortunately out there.
We're not
Yeah.
going back out there, I don't think.
Well, yeah, once broad daylight, we can probably run out there and get a couple things. Yeah, Zeke. I'm glad he sent that stuff, definitely. So I was expecting him though. So did he just wrangle y'all into coming out for him? Did he bamboozle you? Did he bribe you?
Volunteered.
Oh. Well, isn't that nice? Bless your heart.
Sorry to change the conversation, but you said they several times. They worked up. They. Is there any way we could get a specific noun to go with this pronoun?
The things, the monsters, the creatures, the big old beasties with the skull heads.
Oh, those. Yeah. They, them. That makes a lot more. Oh, there are more of them.
And
I just noticed your horns that you're wearing. God.
those sunglasses. Negative on your perception check.
Pretty yep.
So as Mox is talking to this person, a voice kind of cracks in, very angry, from one of the other individuals in this room. Oh, they probably brought him with them. We'd kept them off last time. We beat him back, and now they're here again. And this person that you're talking to snaps and says, "You watch your mouth. They're bringing us supplies."
Wait, I'm confused. Did you beat off the people who brought you supplies or the big monsters outside? And pardon
Who's
me for
beating who
asking.
off?
Right.
beating off?
And is this that kind of party, or what are we doing here? Because I didn't prepare for that kind of party.
So the angry individual who had interrupted stands up. This is a taller, male-presenting figure, kind of wearing roughed up, worn coveralls. You can see it's unzipped a little bit at the chest, and there's like a worn plaid flannel. I was going to say flannel. That's not a thing.
Can
shirt. Be. Could be. We do make up words here. Heavy work boots, lots of dust, very clearly patched, repaired, and they just get up and kind of storm off down that long hallway, and they turn a corner and you don't see them. The woman who was talking to you, she says, "I apologize. I'm sorry. I know y'all are out here to bring us stuff. We're okay inside. They've never They've never breached a house. We've encountered them in other places, but they've never come into one of our houses. They've never. We'll be fine. Probably.
So wait, are we talking like the 9-foot tall thing with the claws and the skull for a head? And is that what it is and stuff like that?
That one, the slithery ones, the ones with the longer legs. All of them.
Excuse me. The slithery ones. You're just blowing past this. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on right now. Can you go give me a little more? A little more here.
We're all a little bit amped up. Let's sit down. I got some coffee. I can make some breakfast. My name's Chev Hill. Thank you for bringing the supplies out. I know Zeke from way back when. We bought all of this stuff from Zeke when we came out here to mine. Let's take a second.
Fair enough. My name's Galen.
Pleasure.
I'm B. I've known Zeke for a very long time too. Would you mind if we send like a snap picture of us to show that we made it here safe and that you guys are safe?
Hun, if your glow works, try it, please.
All right. I'm gonna take out my glow. Look at it. Is it working?
It is fluctuating between no service and 1 bar.
Oh, I've played this game before.
Boop, boop, boop.
Just gotta send it when the 1 bar pops up. This should be fine. Here, let's take a picture real quick.
So she is like in the middle of picking up like a very rustic coffee pot kind of thing, and she just like looks at you. It's like it's that very awkward. She knows she should stop for a picture, but she doesn't know how to pose for a picture. So she's like,
I relate.
And then she holds it for a second too long after you've snapped it. Oh, okay. Not something she does a lot of.
Bless your heart, Chev. Thank you.
I hope he gets it. We have not been able to communicate very much. It's something from the underground's blocking a lot of the signal.
Something from the underground?
Wait.
Yeah. I'll show you. But here, please, y'all sit down. I got a couple chairs against the wall over there. I got a stool under that table over there. I got some boxes, some crates if you want to pull one of those up. We don't really entertain out here. We just work. So she fixes up instant coffee. She pulls some like freeze-dried, reconstitute with hot water style breakfasts out of a shelf, out of a cupboard, and serves some stuff up. And she sits down and takes a long drink of coffee. Well, so yeah, these creatures, these monsters, we came out here to mine. We'd heard tell that there was a vein of some minerals we could get to and we figured we could dig them up and either bring them back to Solace or meet up with a merchant there and pass them on from one to the other and turn a couple souls. But when we got out here and we set up camp, these things started coming in at night. And at first they were kind of just disrupting our equipment. We didn't see them right away. We thought it was just malfunctions. We thought it was just the weather. And then one night we caught one of them on a motion cam. And yeah, we've been out here for a few months, I think. We tried to leave, but they damaged our vehicles. So we're kind of stuck here. And she takes a long drink of coffee.
So y'all trying to leave, or y'all just doing your thing? Like, y'all are mining, but how do you make a profit?
How do you live?
Well, we had started mining, and then they started attacking our equipment, and then we tried to leave, but then they broke our vehicles, so we were kind of stuck here. So we've just kind of holed up, and we've been doing our best to stay alive, and maybe they'll go away. Maybe it's like a territory thing, or maybe we're hoping they'll migrate, or we're hoping they'll forget about us at some point.
How long has this been going on?
A few months we've been out here.
Jesus Christ. And you didn't call for extract? You just called for supplies?
Well, we asked Zeke to bring us stuff, and we were hoping that we could just catch a lift with him when he came out. Lift back.
When did you ask Zeke for supplies?
What day is it? Maybe. I think I talked to him maybe 2 weeks ago.
Maybe you'll blame this on me just being a little kooky. You said, and we just saw, that, the glows don't work too well out here. How did you send that message?
One of the boys took a bike out, kind of made a run.
Lad. Very brave of him, very brave. Good thing you have such brave lads around, eh?
Yeah. There's sometimes where we can kind of guess where the things are going to be, and we kind of distracted him. And then he went the other way. Just tried it.
Did he show back up? Is he okay?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Okay, because we definitely have met a couple of bikers out there. So just wanted to check out.
But yeah, I mean, y'all came. I saw those two vehicles parked up on the ridge. Maybe when this clears up and that crew out there takes a nap, maybe we can all get out of here.
Sounds like a plan. Do you happen to have room for us in the meantime, for while we need to hunker down somewhere we can, recuperate? That was a hell of an experience out there.
Oh yeah. The most of what we did is built underground. So if we take the tunnel back this way and hang left, you can see where we've been living, where we've been working. So far they've never come underground. So we've been good down there.
And they've never come in the buildings either. Good locks. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And like she leans back and slaps the door. It's a good door.
You can repel so many mutants with this door. Smacks it.
Top notch. Grade A. But yeah, if we head on back, I can take you. It's not that far a walk.
Galen is suspiciously looking around the room and just kind of looking at everybody else, trying to gauge how everybody is feeling about this.
Dog's getting a vibe. Can I make a perception roll?
You could
or something.
depend. You can absolutely make a check. Anybody can make a check that they want. Depends on what you're trying to find and how you're trying to find it. Are you trying to look for things? Are you trying to find some clues and piece something together? Are you trying to second guess the story you're being told?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they're being entirely truthful with us, because something's not adding up in Dog's brain, as small as it may be.
That would be an insight check.
Yeah, all right. Ooh. Old doggy dog. That's a 16.
All right. Dog knows his way around a fabrication, having told them himself and having sussed them out through his network of contacts as he has talked to suppliers bringing him stuff and information for his various projects. You can tell by Chev's body language, by some of the pauses she takes, that she was absolutely scrambling to put that story together and make it sound better than reality. You're not sure exactly what she's lying about, but you are fairly confident that something she said is wrong or hiding the truth.
Dog's gonna go with his old, the tried and true hometown pride of, and say, you know, why? This is your home, right? Why would you want to just up and leave it just because a couple of scary things come through? I mean, you asked for supplies and everything. Seems like you intended on staying here. I don't know.
Well, yeah. And Chev's in the middle of standing up. Like, she'd pushed back her chair. She was starting to stand up, and she was motioning towards that hallway that you saw that other figure walk down.
Yeah.
And she stops as you talk to her. Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily want to leave. We wanted to keep working. We did find some stuff, but you know, it's been tough. It's been a tough go out here, and maybe we just need to regroup. Maybe we need to find a new location, get some new equipment. They did destroy a bunch of our tools, so it's hard to work. But you know, I'm not one to quit, but I know when we have to tactically regroup, as some people say.
Yeah. Well, some people do say that. That's for sure. You ever thought about asking for tools be shipped out here? I don't know.
When we did get the message out, we said supplies. And then tools if he could find them. But food was a little more important.
Fair.
You know, at some point, if it's not too much of a bother, and I hate to be in imposition without considerate, you're already being taken off in, that brave lad you spoke of, if we should ever have to outrun or outthink some of these things again when we're out of here, might be a good idea for us to know how we did that. So if you could point him out at some point and I could see like where he went, maybe in case we need to get a message out to Zeke, maybe we could get some more supplies. Maybe one of us could go. So if that's something that at any point is convenient, that'd be great.
Yeah, that was Jason, I think. Jason? Yeah. Why don't we head down? He's probably with the rest of the folks.
Before we head down,
yeah.
Do you have a restroom or anything up here?
Well, yes and no. The outside is free use, but you know, there's things out there. We do have some facilities back in the underground though that are a little bit more friendly.
What else is up here, if you don't mind me asking? It seems like a lot of building for if you're just living down in the earth.
Well, yeah, we built these first, and then, well, we'd found the tunnels, and we started building these into the tunnels, and the plan was, mostly to live up here and work down there. But then when these things started coming around, we started living down there more for safety.
Okay.
But down there is where we set up some of the stuff we initially brought with us, some of the portable facilities, some of the water reservoirs, that kind of thing.
Okay, and you say you have a bathroom down there?
Yeah,
It's been
Awesome.
a bit, so a few of us need to drain the snake. Is what we're
I
saying.
mean,
Yeah.
and it's better than a bush, but it ain't a hotel.
Fair enough. You said let's go ahead and head on down there then, I guess. And you can
We're
show
just
us-
sitting here, John. We can go
Yeah.
down there. It's a little bit cooler underground. So
And then just point of clarification. We are out of DJ territory at this point, right?
yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So if we're pretending we have a map,
Well, we would have it on the glow.
you'd have it on the glow. But if we're pretending we had one for all of us to use,
Right.
so imagine DJ territory is my hand. Solace is down this way. You're up this way.
Got it. Okay.
So you're kind of out and around it. Zeke wanted to go all the way out and around, and you just cut diagonally straight through,
Right. Okay.
which only you could have done. But yeah, you are not in Dust Jockey territory. You are several hours drive past that northern border. You cross that
Right.
super late, well, early, and then you got to here just before dawn.
So as we're walking down there, Galen will just start trying to catch up on small talk, basically. And he said, "Well, you said you found these tunnels while you're down here. Like, you came out here for mining, and then you found tunnels already dug. Like somebody else has been mining down here."
What? It's complicated. Yes and no. So I organized everything. I'm not one of the engineers who was going to do the mining. That was Grant. But we identified some of the mineral sources and veins that were out here. And then we got here, and when we started digging, we found some of this underground structure. And we kind of just merged our ideas together. Half the work was done for us, basically. So we didn't want to dig more when there was already stuff dug or natural or whatever.
I mean, you ain't mole people. You don't dig all day.
Exactly. So this is a relatively short hallway. You walk through this hall, and you can see that it is. This was dug with kind of hand tools and equipment into the hill, and there are kind of instant structures that were put up to hold some of the dirt back and support the hill, support the tunnel that we're in. So kind of a cross between like tent poles that would with the elastic in the middle, but then they kind of expanded out a little bit to hold the dirt back and make a little tunnel to walk through. And then this one, and it's well lit. There's LED lights regularly, so you're not walking through the dark. And it's 20, 30 feet back. And then it hangs a sharp left, and it starts steps going down. And she's in front of you, kind of walking and talking, chit-chatting with Galen and anybody else who talks to her.
So as you were kind of walking with all this, did you find like what made these tunnels and stuff, or is there anything like what kind of tunnels were these and stuff? You know, he's looking at just pointing out all the LEDs and stuff. This is obviously y'all's handiwork, I imagine. This is eloquently done, you know.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did this. This is what we first did. We threw up our houses. We started digging in. Figured, you know, we didn't need to build a whole house. We could just build half a house into a hill. Save some time. Get underground. Get away from the heat. And then we were going to dig outside between some of our houses. And when we started doing that, then first we found a cave. And as we were exploring that cave a little bit, then we found some other tunnel structures that were under there. I don't know how old they are. We have no one left a note. No one said this was ours. There's no Kilroy was here signs. But well, you'll see in a second here.
All right. And
so you
as
go down
she's
these.
talking, she kind of turns back to the rest of the group. Like he's trying to lead this person and stay in front so the group can kind of do whatever they want to do in the back. But when she's talking about this whole thing, he kind of like does this kind of thing to the group behind him to be like,
So is there anything that anyone wants to be doing while we're walking down these steps?
Recording.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Yeah, that's good.
There don't seem to be any, or unless I missed it, are there branch off points as we're walking along?
No. So this was like one hallway coming out of this shack into the hill, the Hobbit Hill. And then there's one turn and you're going down steps. And you're going down these steps, and this is a little bit of a longer flight. And then you hit a little landing and you turn and you keep going further down. And as you're getting down, you kind of cross not like a labeled line, but you cross a point and you can see that now you're in a natural cave. You can feel that shift in the air pressure and the temperature as you get a little bit lower underground. You can see that you are still moving down the steps that they built, but now the walls around you are natural rock.
are they round, like, or is it still kind of squared off, or?
There's a couple points where they have evened out the corners. You can see some tool marks.
Okay.
But you can also see that this just is kind of like a natural cave that might have been a ventilation shaft or something.
Okay.
You go a little bit further down, relatively short walk, and it's starting to get a little bit echoey as Galen and Chev are chit-chatting. And then you get to a little landing with a rock floor, and there's a door, like one of those kind of submarine doors with the big wheel that you turn to move the bars.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, yeah, it's right through here. And she goes to grab it and just like leans and puts her whole body weight into it to turn it. And the bars slide out. And then the door she pulls the door open towards you. And she kind of holds it open and says, right through there. That's the main, I guess you could call it a facility, the main room, the main space we found. I don't know.
Question.
It's quite the door.
What is she wearing?
She is also wearing rough coveralls. Kind of a like dirty denim, thicker canvas. worn work boots. You see some patches on the outside of everything. She's got longer, dark hair with kind of a light curl in it, some grays here and there. She's got kind of a headband that's pushing a lot of it back away from her face, so the hair's all kind of coming back down here. You'd put her at maybe 40s, but living rough. There's some wear and tear on her face from being out in the desert. You see some sunburn patches, some stuff that's kind of not scarred over, but you see that kind of residual wear and tear from being out in the sun, working out in the wastes for a while. She's got her sleeves rolled up, but...
Question, do you mind, since our investments are still outside and we might want to be able to get out there at a moment's notice if we hear anything, do you mind if we hang out here for a little bit, rather than behind the very thick and difficult to open door?
I mean, it's your choice.
Well, you said they're not getting into the buildings, right? So why all the added thickness?
Well, this was just here. This is what we found.
Oh, so the 2C's thick door was
a mining facility or something like that?
Yeah.
Like I said, no one left a note about keeping up the housekeeping because they were coming back.
How lucky.
Yeah, we did get lucky. That's what I'm saying.
You just got it all up and down. Bottom of the roller coaster, the top of the roller coaster, the good luck and the bad luck, don't you?
Well, if we did hang out here, could we, give a little 1, 2, 3 if we're ready to come in there, you know?
I mean,
because I still would love to speak with Jason, first of all. So,
if you want to hang out here, you can just come through the door whenever you want. It doesn't lock.
Wonderful, thank you very much. We just need, a little decompress time. Some of us, take that stress a little bit difficult, how it is, though.
Yeah, I remember Galen here said something you all needed the facilities, so that's right through here as well. I can show you where it is, or if you need a second, or yeah.
B, you can go first. I'll come with you, but you can go first. Us ladies can go we'll go to the loo together.
Thank you. Yeah, buddy system, right? All that.
Always go in pairs.
It's been a drive.
Always.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a drive.
Oh yeah, Solace is way out there nowadays.
So B and I will continue on, I guess, with this woman.
Okay.
As we head towards the bathroom. What all do we notice as we get, or do we have to do some more switchbacks and stuff like that? Or are we just in a real giant cave, or?
So you walk through this door and you see that you are in roughly a circular space. You're on a catwalk. And you can see that there's open air in front of you. And you can see the catwalk on the other side. This is imagine a big silo, up and down cylinder, and you're on one side of it.
Yeah.
And you can guess it's maybe a couple 100 feet across.
Okay, and it goes up, kind of thing.
Yes, if you look up, you can see. It goes up, kind of like the big vaulted ceiling of a cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
And you're near the top of it.
Got it.
So you can see the metal structures, the beams and the arches and whatever metal this is made out of. You can see that there's some light structures. You can see that there's electronic systems, that kind of thing. The catwalk that you're on is kind of like the top level, the top access point. If you look out around you, and this is very well lit, it's not dark or secluded or anything. At various points around this circular catwalk, this ring. You can see a handful of other doors. And then you can see steps going down.
Before we jump back to the other team, Galen, without saying anything, is going to use his corp background check in the military kind of side of things.
Sure.
And just try to parse what in the hell this thing is. He thinks he has an idea, but that's a 10, though.
Best guess? Some sort of weapons silo?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a missile silo?
Right. All the way out here. If you look down, do you see... if Galen looks down, does he see missile?
There's not a missile.
Okay.
There is not a giant missile in the middle of this empty space. You can see it going down. You can see a couple other layers of catwalks and outside circular rings around this thing. And it kind of fades into darkness, so you can't see forever to the bottom of it. But there's no big thing in the middle. Nothing's jumping out at you.
Okay.
Like, oh, there's a giant robot. Or, oh, there's a missile. Nothing like that.
Okay.
But with Galen's background, he would know that there's a variety of military and scientific installations from way back when that have been reused and repurposed over the years. It kind of feels like something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So with the two of you going there, Chev is going to say, all right, so just follow me. I don't want to just give you directions. There's so many steps and doors down here. I'll just show you. So she takes you kind of around the curve a little bit, not a quarter of the curve, like maybe halfway, and there's another steps going down, and she'll take you down there, and then kind of another less than a quarter turn around, and there's another door, and she'll open that one, and this is kind of like an office space. And she's like, there's a couple restrooms right there.
Okay. And we'll just kind of quietly go over to them.
Yeah, they're.
Okay.
Imagine a bathroom at a sports stadium. Like kind of the troughs and everything stainless steel, and everything's kind of out of the box bolted together, you know?
That also means that the restroom will have stalls and troughs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go into the same restroom with Galen.
Okay.
Buddy system.
Chev doesn't blink an eye. So we'll switch back to the other three. You stayed on that little landing before walking through this submarine style door.
Before saying anything, can I just take a quick look around to see if I can notice any observation equipment, cameras, sound, anything like that?
Sure. Feels like a perception check.
$12.
Nothing jumps out at you. You see lights that have been not strung, as in there's power lines running between them. Each light is like a stick-on tap light, but you know that these are just independent E121, they run forever lights. You know, just slap them up there and walk away. Motion activated.
So, maybe it's just me, but I've been getting a weird feeling ever since
well, pretty much the first thing that she said, that these things can't get through the door. Do you think what they did with the Windy Bagel?
Yeah, it was a little sus. Seemed pretty cagey about letting people in, but if they don't come inside, why be worried about it?
And unable to get messages out except when it's perfectly convenient.
What the fuck is this door?
The whole thing stinks is what it does. It just stinks. It's fucky, just like the door, just like the wall.
Yeah, that fucking wall.
Fuck you all.
Amazing.
I love that I heard that over his microphone. Look, honestly, I didn't have much of a plan. I just wanted to know what the rest of it. Well, they went to go take a piss, so that's super helpful. I was trying to get. Are we at least on the same page of feeling a little weird about this?
Oh yeah, I've dealt with some fuckers in my past. This is fucker territory right here.
Indeed. And they want us to take them back with us? We need to know with them. How many of them are there? Why do they have this?
Yeah, there's 5 houses. Listen, it's a roomy bus, but shit. Most people ain't gonna fit in there.
We need to be able to trust them if we're going to travel with them.
That's true too. Somebody blows up the bathroom. Now, I was wondering if we were staying back, if we would elicit a response from her and kind of get some resistance, but she didn't seem to care at all. We're staying back here.
No, she didn't. Maybe.
If she's smart, she'll understand how she presents to others.
Anybody know any spells to like make ghouls like take down their faces and?
I'm sorry.
Maybe
did you
she's
say spells.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right,
There's a lot of people out here, man.
The use of the word spells. No, nothing comes to
Like,
mind.
you know, klatu ratu dadu dadu, and then
Oh, I
she goes,
remember that
wow,
one.
I'm a ghoul.
I remember that one. Classic.
Yeah.
Question. Thinking back on, because we saw silhouettes out there, yes?
Yes.
Thinking back on it, do I remember seeing antlers? Or do I just remember
absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't just see generic silhouettes.
No. So if we flash back, you had all kind of piled out of the 2 cars, the 2 vehicles. Galen had walked down. When he turned back, he gave you the high sign. You saw the panic in his face. This was kind of the let's move. You look over your shoulder, oh shit, as you're running kind of thing. These were 100% the same creatures that you had just dealt with. No question about it.
Okay.
Well, at the moment, maybe the best thing for us to do is try to go find the pither so that we can figure out where they went. I don't trust them.
Maybe so. I just want to point out, the thought just popped in my head. A voice was kind of recapping the events for me in the back of my mind. That interaction we had with the Windy Bagel earlier, scratched that thing all to hell and tried to get in. But whatever these are, they don't try to come inside the house, allegedly. I don't know.
Unless they need to deal with them. And that's why they don't come in.
What if the
Suspicious.
shadow people things are the good guys?
Yeah. 'cause
No.
I haven't heard about all this shit.
I wouldn't go that far.
You never know.
Still, like, took a little bit of the gore off of him, but his clothing is still, just coated from. So as you're saying, they're the good. Well, if they are, I have some explaining to do, and well, so do they.
Yeah, even dogs
the
a little
bad
bit
guys.
splattered.
Yeah. All right. Well, gonna go take a piss.
Yeah, try to at my age.
All right. So the 3 of you walk forward. You're on this catwalk, just like I described before. you do not immediately see Chev.
Hell.
Miss Nice Lady.
Bathroom?
So, your voice echoes a little bit in this big silo thing, and there's kind of a minute where nothing happens, and then someone pops out of a door a little ways down the catwalk from you. Who the hell are you?
Sorry, we're just looking for the bathroom.
Who the hell are you?
Don't, God damn it.
I return the attitude that I get delivered to me.
Yeah, no.
Well, bathrooms are down a level to the left. I'm Fred. Who?
You know it, Jason?
Who the? Jason? Yeah?
All right.
Who the hell are you?
You're satisfied. That's it.
I just needed to know that Jason was real.
Jason exists. Yeah, so this person said down a level and you saw some stairs. So
Sweet. Let's go find that. Yeah, let's go find it.
all right, so you can take some of these kind of catwalk metal girder stairs down. And as you go down a level, you can see, like I said before, very big open space, but you can see across it because of how well it's lit. Lots of echoing from your steps clattering down these stairs. You go down a level, and you can see the catwalk go left or right. That person had told you to the left. So you can head over that way. There's a bunch of doors. None of them are standing open, but as you walk a little bit, you do hear Chev's voice. And she's not talking loudly. It's not like she's whispering, but you can hear her kind of wrapping up a private conversation, that kind of lower but not whispering tone. Yeah. I'll bring him down. I'll see you in a minute. And then she hears your steps. Oh, decide to come down? I think your friends are still in there. It's right through there on the left and the right.
Oh, thank you. And just runs into the bathroom.
Okay.
Are we in the bathroom and Mox just comes barreling in?
Yes.
And
Please say he's sweaty.
As Mox barrels in, like you see him give a long stare to the urinal and then just, not even worth trying. And runs over to, I guess, where I see Galen, assuming that B is in the stall.
Yeah, so let's back up a second here with Galen and B coming into the bathrooms. Did you just do some business or did you do something else?
I mean, Galen, I didn't actually have to go to the bathroom. I just thought that maybe we could see what the hell is up with this place.
No, I haven't even unzipped my pants.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm coming out of the stall then. I just wanted to give you privacy.
Yeah, no, I'm a solitary bathroom person kind of thing. There's no way in hell I could piss with another woman in here. That's never gonna happen.
Sorry.
Nope.
If you need me to leave.
No. I just wanted to come down and see what the hell's going on because this is fishy.
Yeah, no, it is sus, as they used to say way back in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And
based.
yes, and I I don't know if we might have locked ourselves in with a different kind of monster.
It's
than what
entirely
is up
possible.
top.
Why? Well, the question I'm trying to figure out is why in the hell did they have a missile silo, and like why are they holed up out here and things like that? And then why did they want to get back, but now they don't want to get back, and they want supplies, but they didn't have tool? None of this makes any damn sense.
Also, why didn't Zeke say anything about like them needing tools? All he said that he was just supplying things to them to be able to live out there. He didn't say anything else about that. He didn't give us any warnings. They could have told him, and they were also expecting him to come out and also have to deal with those things, which is also a little suspicious because that's fucked up.
Well, that got me thinking, right? Is Zeke the kind to get into trouble with people?
No, he's a little rough around the edges. I should know, but he doesn't. He doesn't start shit. He doesn't try to like muddy the waters, so to speak. He's just a businessman.
Okay.
And right about then is when Mox just barrels into the room.
Oh, hey bud.
Hey,
Walks
Got-
over to you.
Got a piss or two?
The other two outside.
do they want to come in and pee well as well?
I
You can
didn't,
make it a party.
I didn't
Yeah.
ask. I figured they could make that decision on it. Should I go ask?
Yeah, you go and ask. Just go and check on them. Just make sure they know.
Hey,
There are plenty of
you all
stalls in
pee?
here.
There's plenty of space in here.
Hear that? Huge in here.
No thanks. I got a camel
Well, here
bladder.
if you wanted one.
Yeah.
And she goes towards the bathroom. You guys.
So many stalls. They have more stalls in here and more room in here than any of the ladies' bathrooms I've ever seen. It's so unfair.
Whoa, you were not fucking joking? Whoa!
And Galen
play
like
tennis
points
in
down
here.
too. He's like, look at the length of this trough. I mean, come on. And then he's like,
How many missiles did they have peeing in here?
Is that it? That
Yeah.
way you could.
no, I don't call mine the missile. I'm talking about the
Oh.
silo we just came through.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, what's happening here?
Well,
Team meeting.
Just need to say this as soon as possible. I heard her say was talking to someone. First of all, was talking to someone. Second of all, said that was going to bring us down shortly. So, don't know what to do about that, but there it is.
did you see if it was on a glow? Did you see her talking or?
Well, she was talking, and there was no one else. I didn't see anyone else or hear anyone else walk away.
I was just asking if it was like, if they're using a glow and maybe like jamming other people's glows, or if they're
Unless
using like
they have some
walkie-talkies.
local network that they're on, that seems possible.
You'd think that if they had a local network, it would also be jammed by whatever is jamming the glows,
I agree.
right? Because they run on the same bandwidth.
Unless it's hardwired. But I didn't see her put down an old school wired phone or anything.
Use one of those old school nailed to the wall telephones with the cords. Wouldn't that be something? Ha. So, guys, what have you picked up that we haven't? I'm sure we have information you don't have. I know Galen was telling me that this is like an old missile silo.
This fucking place, man.
There's no fucky balls, as far as I can tell.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, that's true.
What would it require of Mox to utilize his glow to pick up on things in the atmosphere? Like radiation or anything like that?
So you would have to have a specific app or
No reception.
something plugged into it, like an accessory plugged into it or built into it or modified. Your off-the-shelf glow doesn't come with that.
Got it. This is why I should always download those apps, just in case. You never know.
But if Mox is thinking this and he takes his glow out kind of to fiddle with it, he sees that it is absolutely dead, no service.
I just turn that around and point that out.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still able to, like, is there a local range on glows to be able to, like, ping each other from close distances or know the location of each other in a GPS style thing without access to the bigger network?
I would say that higher quality glows could do that.
Totally.
Again, if it was something that was built in, like something that had been modified, higher level corporate operatives would have that. UN military operatives would have that. It would be 100% possible for Mox to do that himself. Jury rig it, fake it, buy it if he has the money. I don't necessarily think he would have at this point.
Absolutely not. So that makes total sense.
Dog,
So
what?
dog in here?
Yeah. What? There's a wise dog outside.
He said he didn't have to go.
Oh.
Ugh. And she walks outside. Dog, come here.
Well, I only gotta go.
Can you just try? It's been a long trip. Can you just try?
Shit. My body, my choice, but I'll give it a shot.
I'm
Damn.
gonna have to go later. I know you
Hold
are.
on, Chevron. Hold on. I was sending Zeke a message here real quick. Send. All right, I got piss. And they'll walk away
I told you.
into the bathroom.
Thank you.
And then as he walks into the bathroom, he'll look at Drall and be like, give it a wink.
Indeed. Get in there.
Walk into the bathroom.
Ta-da!
I don't know how you did it. He insists he has a camel bladder, but then again, he was going and peeing on all those cactuses out by Soulless, so we'll never know what the actual truth is.
Can we stop talking about my body functions? They're my body functions. I don't ask you about your pissing habits. What?
You could if you needed to.
Dog, your glow buzzes a message not delivered.
Okay, that's about what I figured. I was trying to get old Chevron and juke her, make her think like maybe I did send a message. But before I had to do the deception roll, I just like, oh, bye. Let her think on that one. Now I do have to pee. Okay, yep.
See, yep. Once you
Yeah,
get
you're
it
right.
there, once you
You're
get
right.
it there.
Now that I'm in here, just might as well.
We have a really bad track record of going underground and encountering nefarious organizations. Maybe above ground is our area.
I agree. I think this is one underground facility too much for myself, and it's only the second one, so...
Yeah, the ghosts on the horizon are a little bit kind of the less weird of the things that we've seen outside compared to what we've seen inside.
If I've learned anything in reading fiction, is that the humans are always the scariest.
That's
The most
profound.
dangerous game.
That's profound.
Yeah,
I don't know
profound.
if it's profound, but I'll take it. So the way I see it, we have two options here. We either fuck off and leave. We dropped off their stuff. Like, conceivably, we could try to run.
Yep.
Option two, we take, or we let her lead us wherever she's about to lead us.
What's the payment for this? How much?
I mean, we've done the job.
He's got a point. We have done the job.
Yeah, I mean, there ain't no extra credit.
Y'all aren't the least bit, like, curious as to where the hell this goes?
I'm incredibly curious.
Okay. All right. Just
It's
checking.
killing me inside, but I would rather it kill me inside than outside. Sorry.
And echoes a whole lot in this.
If they want to come down here and piss in a trough and jerk each other off in the middle of the desert, it ain't my business. I delivered the stuff, and let's get the fuck out.
All right.
No, I mean, not just saying. Like, we ain't got to be heroes.
True.
I mean,
No, that's okay. All right. Fair enough.
they asked for supplies, they didn't specify, and I got what they got. Now, return trip, I don't know, but
All right. Well, let's get on out of here then.
did you vote? Or I don't know. How does this work? What's the dynamic of this team? Who's the leader? Is it democracy?
I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward. Everybody wants to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore.
All right.
You don't have any overarching curiosity, Drall, pulling you towards the brink?
I mean,
I am.
yeah.
What?
I am very curious, but the last time that we got curious down in an underground facility, we ended up going and seeing people with armaments big enough to go and, like, I don't know, start World War 52 or whatever number we're on now. So, and we got trackers stuffed up our asses. So I don't know. I want to know what's down here, but I also don't fucking trust that whatever we find down here isn't going to be worse than whatever the fuck is up there.
Exactly my concern.
What could we do to protect ourselves if we go down there and they're like, oh, well, they found our secret base. Well, let's just shoot them. Now we have more vehicles.
Yeah, I am worried about the fact that we are down underground and they just need vehicles to leave. And that could involve, the Winnebago.
They don't need us.
Yeah, that's the other part.
Exactly.
Yeah, all hands, well, not yours, dog, use it to hold on to what you're doing.
Still going.
All in favor of trying to get the fuck out of here? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Question. So what do we tell them about taking them back? And also, aren't they going to be a little pissed and not let us stay here? Well, yeah.
Well, hear me out. If it's true that we can get reception out a little bit further, we could always say that we're trying to do that, get reinforcements,
Here, listen. We done played this up. I did have to go pee. But I'll take the hit. Okay? Let's just tell I dribbled on myself. I gotta go back to the Winnebago and I gotta get a change of clothes. I kinda got pee on me. Who's gonna say no to that? What fuck if they say fucking no to that, I mean shit. I got guns, but I mean polite society and all that.
So currently our choices in deception are going to get reinforcements to save their lives or piss jeans.
I mean, if you want, it's not deception. I'll just piss on myself now.
I mean, that might make the roll easier.
All right, hold on. There, you happy?
A little.
Okay. Things I do to get us out of situations, Jesus.
You're never too old for bodily humor, all right?
Okay.
Stunning. Fucking stunning.
Wonderful.
Oscar performance.
So, that all happens. Does the group go back out? Does Dog go out first? How does this happen?
Oh, no, we going together. Oh, you mean like first out of the bathroom or first out of the bunker?
Out of the bathroom to where Chev was waiting for you. patiently.
I'm happy to go out first if we need.
Please do that.
All right.
Okay. Dog is dramatically gonna bust open the door and yell like, "I told you not to jump me while I was pissing!" And look at Chevron and be like, "I'm sorry, I got piss all over my pants. I gotta go back to the Winnie Bagel."
The what? Huh?
The
What?
vehicle. Where my clothes are.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Yep, ain't got time to stand around and talk. I'm going, bye.
we
He just
storms
walks
off.
out at the same time.
wait. We got other pants. I could wash them. I got a washer.
He's
Fine, I gotta wash it too.
particular about his pants. It's the whole thing.
Wait. So you're just going back up to the surface with the monsters?
Look, that's what he's doing, and I gotta stick by him. So, sorry, I'll be back.
Maybe we should maybe we could
What's that?
you really shouldn't you really should, and they probably wrecked your cars by now.
Well, we should definitely confirm that, don't you think, if we're relying on that as a means of escape?
Important to know.
You didn't leave anyone up there to monitor. Amateurs.
So she kind of sits there trying to form a thought for a second. If you want to check, it's okay. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Very considerate of you.
I just don't want y'all to get hurt. It's still morning. Once the sun comes up all the way, once it's around noon, we can head out there. They'll definitely be gone by then.
Hey, and Mox is going to stop and turn around and think, I hope this isn't too forward, but you remind me a little of my daughter. And, is everything all right? You seem like there's something else maybe that's bothering you, and if you just need to, we're all alone out here sometimes, but you don't have to be.
Okay, so is Mox coming at this from sincerity, or is he trying?
Well, he doesn't have a daughter, so that part is certainly a lie.
I was wondering.
So there is deception inherent
The
with
first
this play.
part of it.
Okay, so
The rest of it, there's a mild genuineness.
I
Okay.
love that you're dressed as Macho Man trying to do a deception talking about your daughter.
I've just been
All right.
waiting for a combat. I've got my lines ready.
So give me a deception check.
19. That's with a +1.
You say this to Chev, and you see kind of the wheels turning behind her eyes. And she kind of stutters for a second. I was supposed to take you down to the lowest level. That's where they were waiting for you. I was
Who?
the boss. The boss.
I get it. Yeah. We all
it was
work
just-
for someone, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they saw you come up, and they just. It was just my job to bring you down. I mean,
Do you know why they wanted to bring us down?
I shouldn't say. If they're gonna. I shouldn't say. I'm sorry. I don't want to get in trouble.
Hold on.
I don't want to get in
If
trouble.
If you're in danger, all you need to do is say, And this is Mox coming genuinely.
And she nods. Like, she takes that big breath and just kind of nods a little bit.
Well, maybe you can continue to do what you have to do by escorting us, and he's not gonna be stopped. So you've got to make sure that we come back. So maybe you come up with us, make sure that he's getting his pants, and then we, see where we go from there. Are you all done pissing yet?
Galen will lean his head out and goes, almost done. You know, girls, they take a little while.
Shit.
Yeah. It was a long burrito that last time.
I started my period, so give me
Jesus
a break.
fucking Christ. All right.
It was a long trip and I got really stressed out.
So, why don't we start heading that way? And that way you can be escorting us, not let us out of your sight.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. And as Mox starts walking that way, letting her maintain the position of power, ostensibly, is just going to shout over his shoulder, "Pinch it off!"
I come out.
Galen will
All
be the
right.
last person that comes out, just kind of like doing one of these things in the air, and be like, God damn. And then just close the door.
All right. So, with all of that being said, everybody can go back up. Chev is leading but walking with you all. And you can get back up. Same path you came down, and you're emerging from that tunnel into this shack. I mean, this was a more or less real-time conversation, so it's only been half an hour or so.
Could I say that as we were walking up, Mox has taken his glow out and gotten the text processor and has simply been typing out, a little chaotically, the information that we've put together and that was just gained by Chev, so that I can immediately start passing it around.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So you are all back in this shack. Chev walks over to one of the windows, and there's like blackout curtains, heavy drapes. She pushes the curtain aside. Blinding daylight at this point it pours in, and she leans back. There's less of them, but I think I still saw one or two of them up on the hill.
So Mox has given us he's given us the lowdown via text message and all like that.
The old school note passing.
Yeah. So we didn't see any do we see any recording devices or anything like that in the room? Like cameras, anything like that?
That would be a perception check or an investigation check.
It would be.
Not in the
We're going to use
bathroom.
investigate. No, we're upstairs. We're in the shack.
I just,
That's cocked.
hope
It is the
not.
future.
That is everybody's favorite, a dirty 20.
So with Galen's skilled eye, he can definitely see that there is a combo unit of a camera and a listening device installed in the ceiling lamp. Again, it was one of these kind of self-adhesive stick in there utilitarian things. But you can see that there's a unit underneath the dome the
Got it.
plastic dome of the light.
So he's going to bring out his notepad then and kind of type away a little bit and just kind of show it to this person. And all the notepad is going to say is, what kind of danger are you in? Or what kind of facility is this?
So Chev will glance down at that, glance up at the ceiling, and you can see her eyes, like, how is she going to communicate this?
He hands her the glow, just,
Oh, she didn't even think of that. So she grabs it and types on it and hands it back to you. And it says, when we found the silo, they came and took it over.
And
then she looks back out the window. Oh, is that another one? No. Maybe there's only one or two. I'm not sure.
Well, I would tell you this. We shot one of them in the balls before, so, one or two is not too bad.
When she goes over and does that again, could Mox also go over and try to spot them?
Sure. Perception check, please.
And I would like to kind of like gesture dog over while doing this.
Yeah.
16.
So you can see both vehicles up on the ridge. They're both right where you left them. Don't look any worse for wear from at least your point of view, which is not great. It's not like you're standing right there to look at them up close. Wait, what was your roll again? Sorry.
16.
16. Okay, so yeah, you absolutely clearly see two of these monsters out there.
And while gesturing to it, I'm just going to lean over to dog of, we should probably act like we're waiting for the right time so that we can buy them time to talk. Saying this just right into his ear.
Yeah. Still covered in piss.
Yep, I'm aware.
So Galen at that point is when they say they is in his head he's thinking, God damn it, I've asked who are they like so many times today and nobody will tell me who the fuck they are. And so he types, who are they? And then he'll put another thing, are you being held against your will?
You hand the glow to her. She types quickly and hands it back to you. There's the shrug emoji. And then it says they came in trucks and killed a few of us. And we've been working for them ever since.
Fuck.
What kind of trucks? I don't know if I can see the message, but out of character, like, if somebody could ask what kind of trucks, that would be great.
Yeah. We'll just kind of go back. Like, what kind of trucks? Do they still have trucks here?
She'll respond, big old trucks. I don't know the kind. They're parked at the bottom of the silo.
Chiv, you said that you had something to show us downstairs after we go and get the pants for dog.
Yes.
Is it anything that you think we need to like bring anything for? You know, like is it a surprise party? Do we need to wear something fancy? Or should we bring snacks? Did you guys like?
I didn't bring a dip.
Oh, you didn't bring the dip?
I did not. No.
Then it can't be a party anyways.
Mm-mm.
I just wanted to check.
No, nothing special. I was just going to show you around what we found and the mining and introduce you to everybody who wants to leave with
So
y'all.
not everybody wants to leave, just some people?
Well, I mean, I meant I introduce you to the group that wants to go. Like us
Okay.
as a group, we want to leave. So I'm just going to introduce you to everybody.
The collective. Got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, if I guess if you want to make a run for it to get those pants, you could give it a try. But I do have more pants downstairs. We got these lovely coveralls that when we work, you could borrow a pair. I could clean those
That's real sweet of you,
pants for you.
Chev. The fabric that you're wearing right now really makes dog like go in hives, and so it's really important to make sure that dog is wearing the pants that he can. Especially as you know, as you can imagine, we do a lot of like couriering and stuff, and sitting in a truck for hours with hives between your cheeks is just really awful.
That would. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay.
Galen wants to do an insight check. He's going to ask a very specific question.
Okay.
He looks at the woman and he goes, "So level with me now." And he's whispering this. Are those things actually real out there?
Oh.
He rolled a 13.
She nods. Her eyes get big. Oh, that's a.
So why don't they ever try to come inside? Because they tried to tear a new hole in my Winnebago when we went through. So why did they not come inside?
They're territorial, and they usually act to protect their young.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't they come here? Wait. Yeah, why wouldn't they come here? Aren't you a threat?
There's a guarantee downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up for Big Fudge, a guarantee. What? Oh, yeah. This place feels so weird. Oh, my paranoia.
They
She said they are territorial and they like to protect their young, right? Okay.
Werewolf type situation here. Okay, anyway, should we go downstairs then, guys? I guess. And she claps her hands together and her shoulders are shrugged up very uncomfortably. Shall we dance?
In this, I would like Mox to, throughout this, have been communicating with Dog via typing of, do you think we could outrun two that are out there if we bolted for the car.
Did you say you're communicating this via text? Okay. Dog will communicate back, maybe, but we've got guns? Question mark.
Tough to kill last time, but if we think we could make it out, maybe we should, even though it means leaving a few people behind, apparently.
Dog does not like this. Dog is sympathetic, but Dog is also in the mode to kind of get the hell out of here.
So is Mox, for what it's worth.
Can B take the keyboard for a second? B types out, I just had an idea. If Chev is in danger, we can take her with us now, use her as proof that there are people who are in danger down here, as it were, and rally some support so that we can get more people out to help.
%100% for that.
Okay, so y'all have been standing here, looking at the windows suspiciously long, passing your glows back and forth, having whispered conversations with Chev.
And we need that other car, don't we? The one with the supplies in it. That's Zeke's car, right?
That was Zeke's truck, yes.
Fuck.
But what if we brought him a better truck back? Okay.
I, out of character and in character, just not vocalizing it right now, whatever the group decides, if we want to bolt or if we want to go down, I'm for.
Can Dog have the glow?
Yep.
Dog's gonna type in, fuck it, let's help. Any problem, someone gets a bullet.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
So
Don't let me have peed myself in vain.
Galen kind of looks over Mox's shoulder and goes, we shouldn't. Like, he does it vocally enough to let the camera hear it at this point. And he goes, no, we shouldn't risk it at this point.
After all this time that we've been standing here, we're not going to do it? He's covered in piss.
I mean, call me a pansy, but come on now. We done fought those things 3 times.
And it's not the first time he's been covered in piss. Let's be honest.
I didn't enjoy it then. I don't enjoy it.
I mean, it's
now.
pretty regular occurrence, to be honest, but hey. Happens.
Do be like that.
Somehow
So-
life finds a way.
Chev is looking at you kind of confused. So
Mox would like to type to her in the course of all this and just hand it back over. Of, we will do everything we can to keep you safe. And when the time comes to get out of here, you have a seat on that ride. Help when you can.
So she reads that, kind of nods. All right, well, yeah. I mean, if those special pants aren't important, we can go back downstairs and I can throw yours in the laundry, like I said, and then I can get back to showing you around.
Sounds like a plan. This has been an enormous waste of time. Let's go.
That's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, so she leads you back down. You follow the same path. You go through the step, you go through the cave, you go down the steps, you go into the silo. This time you go down another couple levels. And you get to the bottom of the silo. You can see now that it wasn't like a massively tall silo, not like some that you've heard of that might have been really, really big. This is maybe a smaller one. But you get towards the bottom, at least that's where the steps kind of end and leave you to sit there. And you see that on what feels like the ground floor, you see that there are a couple structures, kind of those like geodesic dome tents that you can just pop up very quickly. There's one very large one in the middle, and then there's a couple smaller ones on either side. Think kind of Mickey Mouse structure, one giant one in the middle, and then the two kind of up top like ears. And Chev will lead you to one of the like ears, one of the smaller ones.
This is so cute.
And there is like a small door that'll pop out, and she goes and she opens it for you. And she goes, "Yeah, right in here. I can show you what we were working on."
As Mox goes to step in, he gives her a long look and then nods if she doesn't give him anything and steps
She kind of tries to give you a little like this is just what's happening, without shrugging, like without saying you just got to do it. Like, this is what I was told to do. It's what she's trying to convey.
Okay.
So inside this tent, this kind of smaller structure, it's almost like a small conference room.
We haven't had good luck with conference rooms.
Or underground structures.
True.
Or travel.
Or people saying that we should trust them.
And that everything's fine.
I really keep putting you in tough situations, don't I?
Oh, it's fine.
But
it makes us stronger.
But
We're so not in
instead,
danger.
no one has told you
danger.
everything's normal and you're not in danger here. So no one's told you that right now. So this is kind of like it feels like it might have been a conference room, just kind of from how it's set up. There's a couple collapsible chairs off to the side. There's some small tables here and there. In the middle of the room, instead of a big table, there is a long, low cage. Think like a dog cage, but instead of it's really long. It's like maybe 10 feet long.
Like a dog run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And inside that cage, you see it's hard to tell how many because it's a real big clump and cluster. And there's a couple of these clusters, but you see that same inky black shaggy fur, and you smell immediately that same rotting flesh death smell. Very, very raw animal smell.
God.
And at the other end of this room, you see that guy that had been in the shack when you first entered it. And he is standing there holding 2 handguns down at his side, not pointed at you. Chev, I don't know why this took so long, this person says. I'm probably gonna have to kill some more of your crew.
Excuse me?
Really now?
Because I have IBS? That's not fair.
These things that are in this cage, just want to make sure that I am picking up what you're putting down. Do these seem kind of like the young, maybe? Yeah.
Babies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. As you stand there for a quick second taking this in, you see that there are little groups, little clusters, and it very much seems like there's several of these smaller creatures just huddled together in each of these little groups, these little piles of fur. Even though they smell real bad, you see a head pop up, and it's like a smaller version of the head that you fought with and shot and is all over you. And actually, the head that pops up, you see it kind of sniffing the air and looking in your direction, Mox. And it gives you that little head tilt to the side, puzzled animal tilt.
We're going to burn this entire place to the ground.
You're officially now its mommy.
Don't do this.
And Chev is kind of backpedaling a little bit, and she has her hands. No, I was doing everything I could. I promise I was doing everything I could. I couldn't tell them. I couldn't. What was I supposed to do?
Mox steps in front of Chev.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't believe he's doing this. Steps in front of Chev and says,
Look, he genuinely pithed his pants, and you should be able to smell that from where you are. So why don't we take this down a notch, eh? She did her best. We're a pain in the ass. Nothing you can do about that.
No, she had a job to do.
Can we kill him now? Can we kill him now?
So we come to this place to bring you fucking supplies, and this is how you treat us. Interesting. Wow. Zeke keeps some real good friends, right?
I don't understand. What's the fucking hurry, loser? You're in the desert. I mean, nice operation you got going here, but let's... What? Oh, you standing down here for 10 minutes, standing down here for half an hour. Who gives a shit?
And he shakes his head. He's just frustrated with these shenanigans.
Can you a snack? You grumpy?
It's
Can
fun. It's in that truck that's upstairs.
Can Mox during this time have, from trying to do this stealthily, one of the pouches on his belt and try to remove my C4?
Hold on.
Just a block of CO4.
Yes.
Casual.
He's an explosives guy. This
Okay.
is exactly where his head is going, and I'm
Okay. All right. No. Sleight of hand check.
Yeah, that's not going to be the best thing ever.
You got it, but can you use it?
Fuck it, he's not doing this stealthily at all. 4. No stealth.
All right. So this guy is kind of reprimanding Chev, kind of yelling at her. He sees what you are doing and immediately raises both pistols, points them at you. Hold on. Whoa.
These things here wouldn't happen to be important, would they? They seem really important right here.
Do you really think you can just set a bomb while I'm staring at you?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, you're dealing
that's
with a
just
man
dumb.
that pissed himself. You're dealing with a 60-year-old man who's got a cybernetic leg and holding a block of C4, and I ain't exactly the most mentally stable motherfucker in this group. So I would really think for you to rethink that goddamn choice of yours right there,
Yeah.
boy.
And I'll
can't
piss
help but
myself
notice-
again, hombre.
Can't help but know if you didn't say anything negative about be a Drall, but that's fine. We'll take it.
The faults are obvious, Mox.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying
much
to do this stealthily anymore. If I blow this shit up, do you have any protection from those fuckers up there? Or is it just the door? That might fuck up your operation.
He shakes his head and you see him. I see. Yeah. So he's holding both guns on you right now. You see him kind of shake one of his hands, like twisting it a little bit, and you hear a motorized whir. And so you're in this geodesic dome conference room, right? The walls start rolling up, like the side opening up, and outside of where you were standing, these are kind of open walls now. The walls had just like slid down and they're sliding back up again because this was a modular construction. You see that there are 4 more dudes, each holding some pretty heavy duty looking shotguns. And this guy says, I mean, end of the day, I think they can fire faster than you can set off an explosion.
and Galen is just laughing menacingly.
You very well may be right about that. But I promise I won't die before I finish.
Well, this has been terrible hospitality.
You're definitely getting 0 stars on Yelp.
Absolutely 0. We drive all the way fucking out here with your bullshit, okay? Deal with your fucking weird door and your weird fucking ritual down, whatever you're doing. We're just trying to help you out and get through on our end as well. And you're already coming up this way. Disrespect.
Not to mention that I am damn sure that if anything happens to us, that you will no longer be receiving supplies from any of the fucking settlements around here.
Actually, I'm
Consider
entirely
you-
sure. Sorry.
No, please, Galen. I mean, I know Solace, and I know that they'll be putting the word out, especially if we get just taken the fuck out for doing this run for Zeke, and everybody knows that we're gone and where we gone to. They've had pictures and updates every step of the way. So if we go missing after this, they're gonna fucking know where we went missing, especially with all of the things that we have, making sure that our vehicles are taken care of up there.
Especially since the DJs know exactly where we are and what we're doing. I wouldn't venture to say that you have too much left on your life if we don't make it out of here alive.
This could have been cut and dry.
It could have been so
you
easy.
Why you gotta be like that?
He pauses when Galen mentions the dust jockeys. Are you saying you work for them? Or you've bought protection from them?
We've got our own arrangement. You don't need to know about it, especially with that fucking attitude.
Would you answer that question in this situation, you empty-headed fuck?
Dense motherfucker.
Okay, that's a fair point. You're right. Okay. You know what? We could have handled this differently. But
There's still time.
we're here now. And you've seen our operation. And I don't know that I can let people see what I found and what I've done before it's ready.
Were you just
Boy,
going
do I
Zeke?
understand that.
What did Mock say? I missed it.
Boy, do I understand that.
And letting the C4 fall back into the pocket for right now.
And okay, and then well, Zeke was gonna drop it off and go.
That's fine. That's what we were going to do. You the one that
Zeke-
decided to bring us down here and show off your fancy geodomes and stuff.
She's the one that decided to bring you in here. So
Hold up.
pointing at Chev, not at B.
Yeah, I know. Stop pointing shit at Chev, too. Hold up. Because I know anything, Zeke would not keep his goddamn trap shut if he had gotten anywhere near to monsters like this. So the fact that you guys are doing some shady shit, whatever the fuck this shit is, with monsters up there and just expecting Zeke to come over here, drop stuff off, and not say a goddamn thing, are you stupid?
Look, I don't know why they followed you or came with you. They normally don't come near here because of them, pointing to what's in the cage. So I don't know what y'all did on the way out here, but I feel like you brought them with you, and that's your fault.
It couldn't be the fact that you have their children in a cage in the middle of your building out here.
That we were you and wanted to get it back.
Yeah.
No, because they know not to come in here, or else I kill more of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do
Really?
you hear yourself?
Wait, so have you only killed the children, or have you actually killed one of the big ones?
I've taken my share of trophies.
Mm.
No wonder they're so aggressive. You made them that way.
Well, hold on, Haas. You keep the babies to make sure that they don't attack you, so they don't attack you, right? Am I getting that right?
He nods.
Okay, now you're mad at us for bringing them with us, allegedly. but they're not going to attack you because they don't attack you because you got the babies. So you just mad you got to see them? You got some anger problems?
I came out here to do some very important work.
Then do it.
And well, I'm trying, but they're interrupting me and y'all are interrupting me. And
not by choice.
Mox is going to cock his head a little bit and say, "Wait a minute. Are you a scientist?
I
Inventor?
am
I
knowledgeable in the scientific studies, yes.
I recognize the eccentricity that we all carry. You must be protecting something quite amazing here to stick around here despite all of this, to go to such lengths to protect it."
And you see him very almost unconsciously glance back over his shoulder, which is towards the bigger Mickey head. It's just the big Mickey head, the bigger tent, and then look back at you. I might have, yeah.
Oh, I mean, far be it from me to ask, like you said. Don't want to show it until it's finished. I understand being somewhat of an inventor and scientist myself, but, in my experience, take this from an old man, having someone who knows what great strides you made, that's, you gotta have that one person who knows all the adversity you overcame in order to get that final product.
Give me a persuasion check.
Why do I keep trying to play him this way? He's not built for this. But a 19 plus 2 will still give me... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really not built for this. That's a -2. So 17, which is slightly different.
Still, though, you see a shift in this guy's body language. He doesn't lower the guns, but they tip down a little bit. And you see him now more bodily turn his shoulders back and look towards you. I guess I could show you.
Oh,
and
really?
You also noticed that this was the individual that Galen had seen peek through the windows and open the door back at the start of all this. Galen had seen that individual's eyes were all black. Mox, you are now seeing that as he is kind of more engaged with you now. And his eyes get a little bit wider with that kind of excitement. And he says, okay. And it's kind of like there's a little bit of a manic shift that he's getting excited about something. Okay.
Mox totally gets
you. Just you. Everyone else. Come here.
I understand, secrets of the trade between two. Be back.
Have fun, you two.
This is how he dies.
Not on episode 9, don't worry. So you follow this guy and you walk through an open doorway. Not like one of the doors that are kind of snap shut that you walk through into this smaller room. You walk through this open doorway and you walk into this much larger dome, geodesic dome tent. You are immediately struck by that same smell of the creatures, only far more intense. Not like it's going to make you vomit, but you gag a little bit. And you see a large circle. It's set into the ground, lined by metal, like a big circular pool with a wide metal edge. And you see maybe a half dozen like mining pumps that would pump oil or a liquid out of the ground. And you hear a really thick, sticky, squelchy, bubbling sound. Like there's a very thick, viscous fluid, not like water bubbling, but that same motion happening in something like Jello almost. Yeah, big bubbles like blowing and popping, and it's kind of sickening. And you see this guy kind of walk towards that and then look back at you, and he motions over.
Not gonna lie, a little trepidatious, but does slide over.
And you look, you can kind of peek over the edge without getting to the edge, because Mox is a taller guy.
Yeah, 6'1".
And you can see that this is almost like a well that has been dug. But instead of water, it is this thick black ichor that you are very familiar with because it got splattered all over you. And this guy is watching you look at it. And he says, "It took a really long time to find, but now I know how to use it."
How? Well, I mean, if you don't mind sharing.
He holsters his guns and he rolls up his sleeve, and you see pockmarks, injection points running all up and down both of his forearms.
I respect the doctor who is willing to experiment on himself. That shows confidence in your creation.
This is going to make me so much money. I've got bidders lined up that you would not believe.
And now that you've approached getting it right, what does it do?
He grins and he takes a step back from you, and you see him stretch back like he's trying to like crack his chest a little bit, crack those muscles there. And then as he stretches, his chest starts to stretch and ripple and expand and turn that same inky black from the creatures you saw, and it expands way further because he's growing in size. And his arms extend out and they get longer, and you hear this wet ripping of flesh and cracking of bone as this guy's body starts to almost turn itself inside out as this monstrous flesh is like pushing itself out from his core and wrapping around and pushing his arms longer, and one kind of slams down into the ground, and his legs get a little bit longer, and the knees pop backwards into that animal leg, and his thighs are growing, and all of his body is expanding out, and he throws his head back, and you see a white shard of bone almost split his skull and then start to fold around his head. And he shakes his head almost like an animal, like shaking water off of his body. And he shakes his whole body, and this dark skin settles, like you see the flesh rippling and moving like something is under the skin. And this guy is now standing, not the creatures you fought, but a strange amalgam of a human and these things.
As Mox has been taking all this in, unconsciously taking small steps back, unable to prevent himself from doing so, as it has finished slamming its arm into the ground and shaking its head and looking at Mox. Are you still in there, buddy?
So his skull is now very similar to the stag skulls of the creatures you've seen. It's not as big. It's a little bit more elongated. It does not have the massive stag horns that you saw on the creatures that you've killed and fought. It's more streamlined. And he tilts his head to the side, looking down at you, because he's not standing. He's like, his forearms are down on the ground because they're super long, but he's still like looming over you, if that makes sense. And he tilts his head to the side, and you hear his voice, and it's the same voice of the guy that was talking to you, but it is garbled, and it's like someone who has laryngitis, but they're pushing through the pain to talk, which I'm not going to try to do because my voice is all shot today. And it kind of echoes. It's like it's talking. It's like the voice is coming out and echoing in this skull as you hear it. And he's like, oh, yes. And I am in full ownership of all of these abilities. And soon anyone who pays will be as well. And I think we'll call it there.
That's why I was waiting. I was like, that seems like a good point.
Same.
There we go. Episode 9. Not what I thought we were going to do tonight, but it was fun.
So he's, yeah. Anyone who can pay can be a monster. You can be a monster too.
Yeah, it's a new Pyramids game. Welcome.
It's like a.
It's
That
like
was
Mary Kay,
awesome.
but for monsters.
Yeah.
Master K.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you to all the players as well for sticking along with this wild ride. Thank you for our future audiences listening. I hope you enjoy when we get to through all of these shenanigans. Don't forget to come back next Tuesday That's the 7th of November, and we should still be going with Chaos Incorporated. It is time for So Longs, though, on this wonderfully spooky Halloween. So why don't we hear from Mallo?
Yes, hi. You can catch me at a Catacon this weekend in Dayton, Ohio. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. I will have all sorts of fun stuff for us. And come play some games with me. I have a demo table right in front of our booth. So we'll be playing some games throughout the weekend. So come by, say hello, and let's have a little bit of fun. You can also follow me everywhere at the Mallo Man, where we are streaming a lot of things nowadays on my personal channel as well. So come check us out there.
All right. How about Wild?
Yeah, so you can follow me at the Mallo Man and also Identico. And I'm taking Dog's thing right now because I think it's great. And also because I know that there are going to be a lot of great adventures over at a Catacon. If you don't get to go see them in person, just throw them some love on social media. It doesn't matter. Just take some time. Everybody will love it. Don't overthink it. And thanks for chilling with us tonight. We'll see you next time.
Pete?
If you want to see my viscous liquid covered body, go to a Catacon this weekend and follow me at the Mallo Man on all the socials. It'll be there.
Swear to God, if it is not there,
I will riot.
You'll just have to go and find out.
Lauren?
Bye. You can find me places, I guess. 1,000 Faces Cosplay or 95% Lauren if you like to look at booty. Yeah, I'm just out here petting dogs. So go pet a dog if you can. It's delightful. And thanks for sticking with us.
And Ethan.
we are 1,000 Faces Cosplay. You can follow us anywhere, 1,000 Faces. And we will be back on Saturday. Well, Lauren will be missing her first episode, but the Wild Beyond the Witchlight stream will be returning Saturday afternoon on Misty Mountain Streaming if you want to watch me DM those weirdos.
Also, go to a Catacon and send me lots of videos of all the shenanigans that you see. Please do that since I can't be there and I am major FOMO.
Second, please, yes, do that. Thank you.
Don't forget to hydrate.
And definitely follow Ethan's TikTok for wonderful game running discussions and expertise and advice and just general goodness.
Oh, yeah.
And I am on the socials at the Caleb G. You can find me for Chaos Incorporated. You can hear me in Farm to Fable. You can hear me in the archives of the RPG Academy. And of course, in person this weekend at the time of recording, November 3rd through 5th at Catacon 2023, Dayton, Ohio. You can still get tickets on tabletop.events. You can buy tickets at the door. There are many, many games and events that still have open seats. I believe we've got someone that is running a 4-table D&D epic showdown. And there's still open seats for that. So if someone wants to come down, we need to pack that one out. We're going to have some karaoke. We're going to have some fun LARP events. It's just going to be a heck of a good time. So please come on down.
I should also say, too, that most of the cast of Chaos Incorporated are going to be on a panel Friday at 4 p.m. And only good things can come from that. I'm just saying, if you've seen us together and you've seen us in this show, you know it's going to be shenanigans. So I promise we'll bring the heat.
When we're on the air, we keep a lot of our shenanigans in the chat.
Oh yeah, we're tame. You come to the private show, it's all off now. There's no censors to keep me back. Does not hold me
filters.
back.
Got nowhere to dump it.
Yeah,
it'll be great.
On y'all.
It'll be great. So please come down. If you can't pay attention to the socials, we'll try to post as much as we can. Until next time, here on Identico, take care of yourself, drink your water, take your meds, pet a dog, touch some grass, eat some food, do something nice for yourself, just do your best, because that's all we need. Thank you. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Mwah!
Good night, everybody.